Thanks very much, Joe. And there's the crew from Caves Beach, the KA crew, in this under-21 final. And we'll go back through the lawn. I mean, lawn all year. This is a young crew who've been rowing against the open competitors in the National Surf League. They're also second in the Australian Surf Rowers League late in the day with in the point score with a win over in Perth. So they've had a terrific
They
run.
are a great crew. I've got to say that they won the juniors 2 years ago, and they've really done a great job. Interesting enough, their sweep, Alistair McCumb has got his son rowing with him in the stroke seat.
And there's the rest of the North Caloundra, Caves, as you mentioned, Maroochydore, two crews, both the black and orange crew, and Rainbow Bay. Yes, look at what he actually did. You'd be get a laugh out of this. His son came home and said, I want to row boats like you did, Dad. And he said, well, go find 3 mates. I want them to all be the same age, and I want them all to be about the same size, and I don't care anything else. And the reason for that, he wanted them to be able to come through juniors, then through colts, then into seniors together. And this crew's been together for 5 years, despite the fact that they're still under 21. They're a fantastic crew.
I wonder if he has the same problem over the dinner table that I do with my son, talking about boat rowing when my wife gets very exasperated. There's another crew in this Rainbow Bay. Interesting enough that they're 21s, and they won both the 21s and 19s. It's the first time that's ever been done. Last year, so they're off now.
Okay, there's the Caves crew. They're in alley 6, and they'll be heading towards the yellow can. And as we go up the beach, North Caloundra in the blue boat are next to them. Then you've got the lawn crew that we've just been talking about with the father-son combination. Maroochydore orange, followed by Maroochydore black, then Rainbow Bay at the top of the screen to round this out. This is the national final. Gold medal up for grabs in the under-21 boat, and this terrific lawn crew are already taking all before them. They've got a tremendous stroke rate. They're taking a little bit of water in here, but they'll get that water out pretty quick when they get the bilge pumps going.
Have a look and see how they go when they see how they've come forward when they've hit that wave. That's really good boat rowing. The sweep's calling that, so they've got all their weight forward so that the bow of the boat goes up over the wave and not through it. See that?
Yeah, lawn in Victoria. They've taken a bit more water on that occasion, though. And he's just going to have a little bit of a break. He's just, he's gone. The sweep has fallen over. He's in a bit of trouble. Now, he was just calling for them just to stop because a large wave was coming, and he's fallen backwards in the process. Alistair McComb, he won't be happy about that, and they've lost the lead. They're now in 4th position. That's lawn in the middle of your screen. Up the top of the screen, Rainbow Bay. They lead out from Maroochydore black at this stage, and then you've got the lawn crew sitting in 3rd position. So that was a disaster in terms of this race, this national boat final for the overwhelmingly hot favourites, the lawn crew.
Well, that lawn crew's also been rowing in the A's in a lot of the competition, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can pull these crews back with the power that they've got in that boat.
Look, I think they probably can. We saw them in a tremendous win earlier in the year in the National Surf League on their home beach. And now these are the alleys that they'll go through. They've got to come back through the right cans, got to go out and back through these alleys that Rob was talking about in the reserve grade boat final. But lawn at the moment are giving Rainbow Bay about 4 boat lengths. And there's the crew from Caves Beach, just at the bottom of the screen in the maroon and white colours.
Yeah, it's an interesting part of the race. This is when they're trying to settle down. Every time that boat stops, you'll notice that the sweep will be calling for shorter strokes to try and get the boat going again. It's a bit different to stillwater rowing, where you're able to sort of have long strokes all the way through. You've actually got to vary the length of your stroke because the boats are so heavy. And
in these seas, helpful to have a tall man in your bow seat.
Yeah, you can see him coming up off the seat occasionally. They're trying to grab hold of the water and then leaning on it and getting off the seat and pushing with his legs, so he's getting full sort of thrust through. He's using his back.
Let's just watch the way. You'll see the stroke side check the boat. They throw their oars. There they are. They're throwing their oars into the boat to make it catch a crab, so to speak, and then the bow side swing them round. So it's a great turn there.
That was a very good buoy turn.
Yeah, Rainbow Bay, they're well in front now, Rod.
Yeah, no, they're going to be very hard to catch from there, I've got to say, on the way home, because that alley's been pretty good this week too.
Yeah, 4-time New South Wales champion Rob McQueen in commentary with us, and that wasn't as a rugby union player, that was as a boat rower for Collaroy. But right now, Rainbow Bay, they're the team taking all before them in front here, and they're into the wave area. They're just pausing for a wave. They're just pausing to see whether they can take this one. Now he's going to call them down at Rainbow Bay. Now they'll lift. They'll pull down this wave. Now, did they pause too long? Yes, they did. They've missed the wave. Rainbow Bay, they paused for that swell. Now they've missed it. Will that give some of these back markers a chance? We'll take a little look at them now. There is a wave for a couple of those at the back, but there may be just this little swell. If they don't pull down this one, Rainbow Bay, they may be under a bit of pressure. He's working them hard now, the sweep. Clapham's calling them. They can't get it. They're in a bit of a lull. Now there'll be a wave for the centre crews. They're a long way in front.
Lawn's having a crack at a wave out the back here now.
But that Lawn crew are going to pull down this one. Look at him try and lift them, McComb. Father and son. Can he hold it? Will it be enough? They'll certainly take a silver medal if he can hold it to the beach, but Rainbow Bay will get there first, I reckon. They've pulled on a little whitewater. Lorna in second spot, but down the other end of the beach, Rainbow Bay have pulled on a little bit of whitewater, and they'll certainly, Maroochydore Black, in fact, Maroochydore Black have pulled onto that little bit of whitewater, and they'll be coming through. They'll do that. And Lorne will be through in second position.
There's some huge gaps between these boats now. They've done really well, Rainbow Bay.
So it's Rainbow Bay taking it out. Maroochydore Black are there, pulling down a wave as well. Look at them go, Rainbow Bay. Maroochydore Black and then Lorne. Maroochydore Black just pulling down this wave. And the Lorne crew, as we go back to them, father and son combination, they'll be desperately disappointed, Rod.
Yeah, that's boat rowing, as I say. I mean, it's very difficult surf conditions here today. And, I mean, I've got to say that Pacific Bay rowed very, very well. They came from behind. They rowed very hard. They did a very good buoy turn. They really did everything that was needed of them in that race.
Indeed they did. Rainbow Bay, Damien Clapton has taken it out. They were third in the Queensland titles, but the two crews that beat them didn't make the final here today. We've got a camera down amongst all of that mayhem. I wonder whether Pete's down there as well. You don't think they get carried away, do they, Bo? He's good on them.
Well, they've been rowing for a long time, those guys. They've been training for this now for about 6 months. Probably training 5 to 6 days a week for 2 hours a day. You know, it's something. You know, it's an amateur sport. These guys all do work on the beach. They all do patrols. They all have to be proficient, and you know, that's one of the great things about this surf boat rowing.
You got our winners, Pete. Hello, Pete. You're down there with our winners.
And it's
I don't think you can hear me.
Damien the sweep and get the rest of the crew with him. Well, Damien, a memorable, historic moment for you and the boys.
Hey, the boys, they rode brilliant. Said they've been together 5 years now. It's their first gold medal. They honestly deserve it.
I'll let you do celebrations, mate, because I can hardly hear you. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.
You wouldn't have celebrated like that if you'd won a national medal, would you? A national gold?
I think they're going to have a good time tonight, and they obviously deserve it. It's a wonderful feeling.
There's that that turn that we talked about, and I know they've won. But yeah, that can turn was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. It was interesting to see. He didn't put the oar over his head. He turned around and did a reverse turn, which was, which isn't all that easy to do. They held the boat very well, and they got around first, and they got that first run out of the boys, which made all the difference.
So Rainbow Bay from Maroochydore and the team from Lorne that led them out and then got into a little bit of difficulty halfway through. We're in third. Rod, we'll catch up with you again tomorrow for our open boat and our open women's boat.
Looking forward to it.
Terrific.